Dignitas has found their way to the grand finals for the third time in DreamHack history here, and now we're on a quest to see who will end up joining them between NRG and Vitality. Hello and welcome back to the DreamHack Pro Circuit. I am Wade Dreadnought Penfold. As always, I will be your host here throughout the weekend. And my boys up here, Gibbs and the Chiefs, have been breaking down the action. Guys, give me a couple thoughts here about Dig and Savage, because that series was amazing.
I'm just loving it. We're getting spoiled. We had two decider game overtimes back-to-back now with the Vitality series and now that series. Savage is looking great. And all of Europe has to be very scared of them going into the RLCS.
Yeah, I agree. Savage looked phenomenal. I mean, it was all the Devo and Blue show. They got a lot done. Alpha got to show off a little bit of defense and set a few plays up himself on offense. But again, the experience paid off for Dignitas.
And now it's time to go ahead and take a glance at what our bracket looks like after the victory coming out from Dignitas, as we see eking their way all the way to those grand finals, and we reside with NRG here and Vitality.
The craziest thing is Dignitas, they break their streak of 2 grand finals missed, the most they've ever had in their history. Man, it's been a long drought for Dignitas. I'm glad they can see success again. They're back, and Yukio scored the Game 7 overtime winner. Now we get either NRG for that rematch from 2017 or 2018, I should say, and Vitality with K-Dop leaving Dignitas. That would be a juicy matchup as well.
And what is also nice for this matchup, NRG Vitality, we talked to Justin and said, who do you want to play? He said, I want to play Scrub. You got it. Let's do it.
Yeah, having the opportunity to be able to battle that one out would be really cool here to go ahead and see, but got to go ahead and get a couple of the thoughts coming out from, I believe it's going to be Twitch chat here, and to get your guys' idea on what is going on when it comes to this series itself. Do you believe in in Vitality, or are you on the side of NRG? And I can't help but feel at first glance that, guys, NRG is too big of a team. Like, right? You go into this and you expect them to be the victors of this series, correct?
I would say so. From what we saw earlier today, you would expect NRG to win. We'll see what the fan base with Scrub Killa for Vitality is for this vote, but Vitality was like 3 inches off on a lot of their passes, and that could have been a blowout of a series. So if Vitality can just fine-tune it, it could be a very competitive series.
And you got to shore up the defense, too. You let in a lot of weird goals at the start of that series, so stop that, please.
Maybe they got all their bad luck out of the way, though, because some of those were a little fluky.
It is very possible, but NRG as well. Justin's going to be doing the same thing. He said it himself. Damage control, that's what he does. Fireburner and Garrett G going to be making plays. Garrett G's going to do something crazy by himself and make something big happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, we're about to find out here as we're getting things underway here as we make our way down to the stage. And first off here, it is your 2017 X Game champions, your 4-time North American regional champions, and the only team to be represented at every World Championship to date. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage NRG.
And these boys have been to 3 grand finals since they won their X Games title, and they faltered every single time, twice to Dignitas, who is awaiting them. They would love another crack at those boys.
Absolutely, and why not? Because again, they're still my favorite team to pick to win this tournament, and they've looked pretty solid all the way throughout. They haven't lost, right?
Yep, perfect.
Now, for their competitors, the other side of the battlefield. It is a team consisting of the Season 3 RLCS Grand Finalists, the 2-time Titan of 1 versus 1s, and the 2-time World Champion himself. Ladies and gentlemen, who give it up for Renault Vitality.
I like it. They're looking for a little help from the crowd.
Scrub wanted to stand there forever.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, tell me how good I am. And I mean, that's totally fair. It's all 3 solid players. They said, let's get out there and play some offense. And, you know, if they do that, honestly, it's scary because despite how much faith I have in NRG, any time that you see a team with K-Dop, Fairy Peak, and Scrub Killa clicking on offense, you're in trouble. It doesn't matter who you are.
And it seemed like they were able to find some of those sparks maybe a little bit earlier in their series today. So it's going to be exciting to see what they have unfolding. But we got to go ahead and dissect here the blue squad. It is NRG.
The most important player on this entire field to me is Fireburner. He's moving up on the offensive side of the field, and he is making plays. That is not something we see from NRG very often, and when he is making plays, it reminds me of Season 5 World Championship, where NRG went all the way to the Grand Finals and lost in 7.
And Garrett G, he's made a couple of big difference-maker goals, even in just the last series. 2 big unassisted ones to get the team's huge clutch victories, and of course, Justin, that's my guy. You say Fireburner, I say Justin, but for totally different reasons. Everyone's like, Justin's such an amazing offensive force. I'm like, no, dude, he lets Fireburner and Garrett G be the offense, so he's my guy.
And those passes on defense to Garrett G to set up a lot of those goals that they had versus Cloud9 made Cloud9 a little passive at times, which helped NRG open up the field.
And you know, Justin is a youthful and extremely skilled guy, but Vitality have one of those for themselves here within Scrubkilla.
We're finally starting to see Vitality become a team here.
Yeah.
Like, this is the moment where we get 3 on-paper players that are amazing, and they form a team. The pass is slightly off versus Flipside, but if those start connecting, so dangerous. K-Dop had a chance to win in Game 4. He didn't, but they got the win in Game number 5. Fairy Peak, playing amazing. No double commits from him. Looking like a probably top 5 3v3 player once again. And Scrubkilla, the shot. Game 5, overtime. He's looking to go to the Grand Finals and play against Dignitas.
When was the last time Fairy Peak was in a Grand Final? Do you remember off the top of your
Season
head?
3, when he was with K-Dop, with
Yeah.
Markets. And they lost by 1 goal in Game 7 to Turbo Pulsar.
That'd be nice. I don't care who makes a Grand Final. I'd be happy with either one.
Exactly. It would be a beautiful matchup either way.
And so, guys, looking at the matchup right here, right now, what are the must-haves here for Vitality, I feel, considering what we were saying? Yes, the synergy has to be there, but is there anything else we can expect for them?
Must-haves. Defense, please. Do not give it. You cannot give anything away for free to NRG. If you do that, you're going to lose.
Just keep Garrett G bottled up. That's probably your best bet when you're playing defense, because he's going to make you pay. He's been slowly ramping up throughout this entire tournament, one of the best players in the world. Like, if you bottle him up, Fireburner's not going to be able to do enough, I feel like, to take you down, but that's easier said than done.
Well, it's time here for you to at least say who you think will be able to make that happen on the battlefield. Time for those predictions. Gibbs, what do you think here?
Despite the Photoshop skills, NRG, I will pick you this time. NRG, they looked better earlier on
Olive
today.
branch.
Yeah, I have to. Sorry, Garrett. You probably lose now at this point. But hey, maybe that's karma. But NRG, they should win this series. They looked really solid. They're 5-0 throughout the weekend. I expect them to go 6-0 and battle of undefeateds versus Dignitas.
Yeah, I don't think if anyone's listened to anything I've said about NRG over the past, 2 months, that they would understand me picking Vitality. So, no, I'm definitely picking NRG. And
those were your winners for the whole weekend.
They've been my winners for the past 2 events, so I'm not allowed to not pick them. And again, just Vitality, you got to turn the screws in all the way. Prove to me that you are complete and you are the team that everybody thinks you are.
The well-oiled machine, the full unit coming out from them. And, you know, based off the performance we have had so far throughout the tournament, I also reside on the side of NRG. It's a very formidable roster. And yes, Vitality did pack a punch in their last series, but it's NRG, boys. It's really hard to be able to see anything other than that. But taking a look at your votes at home, we find ourselves at a very tense matchup there, 54-46. Definitely not what I expected.
Like, I feel like it's a Cinderella of NRG where they haven't won in so long and everyone wants to see them win something. And I think we see that with Twitch chat here.
And at the same time, I understand how close it is. It's like, despite us all picking NRG, it's like, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. So now it is time to go ahead and start kicking these things off. But first, I have to take a glance at our commentary crew here. Once again, it is going to be James Bott and Jorby. Guys, NRG or Vitality here?
Well, I gotta say, we got the blessing to cast the Vitality Flipside game, and other than game number 1, honestly, Vitality looked on form. For me, if they look like that against NRG, I think they win.
You know, this is where we disagree. I honestly think that NRG was looking really solid. If Justin starts making those insane Justin plays and Fire and Garrett continue to play as well as they have, I don't see anyone stopping NRG.
All right, well, it's time to do this, boys. Let's go ahead and finish up these semifinals.
All right, thank you, Dreadnought. And yeah, it's so hard. I mean, even Twitch chat is torn on who exactly is going to win this game. And you could, for all 8 of these teams that made it to today, you could flip a coin and you might be right. But for these 2 teams, again, when Vitality was on, we talked about Fairy Peak and how he seemed to be the X factor in terms of like, will he double commit or will he not double commit? And he limited that factor. And if Vitality can do that, I really do think they have it here against NRG.
I mean, against Flipside, they were able to slow down the pace, have a very calculated offense. I don't think they're going to get that space from NRG. I think if, you know, they had problems in the past with double committing with Fairy, NRG is the type of team that is going to force you to play faster, and we might see those mistakes come out from Vitality. But this is going to be a good matchup. I can't wait to see this start.
And the big game changer for NRG against Cloud9 was those demos and those bumps on the line that got them to win. So expect NRG to come out. If they're frustrated offensively, they're going to get physical. They're going to smack Vitality in the mouth. And Vitality, they're going to have to match every punch. The second semifinal, game number 1 of this best of 7 is underway. Off the kickoff, Vitality looking to set up shop here. And Scrub quickly there. K-Dop with a great touch off the post and out. Fairy Peak, a quick follow-up. He wins it 100%. K-Dop falling down. Already Vitality turning the screws in as the Chiefs was hoping.
Yeah, some early opportunities for Vitality, but the defense holding strong, especially Fireburner making that play, getting that save. So scary moment for NRG, but they stabilize now as they start to try their attack.
Fireburner just feeling out where Vitality's trying to put this ball defensively. Just kind of throwing things off to the thirds and seeing what sticks for now. Fairy Peak wasn't able to get back to that. K-Dop forced to slow this down, and smart by him to do so, but Garrett G's gonna fly in. James, like you said, NRG, they're gonna get aggressive here against Vitality.
Absolutely. Garrett, such a fast player. Justin, fast and mechanical. Fireburner also playing very well this tournament. So we'll see if Vitality can keep their heads cool like they did against Flipside to get that win.
Fairy trying, oh, what a flick! Oh, what a touch by Fairy Peak. Vitality strike first.
And these are those 1v1 skills. Fairy with some time here. Look at him delaying his flick. He actually didn't hit it on the first part of his rotation. It was a delayed hit on that flick, and that just completely catching the defense off guard, and Fairy Peak getting Vitality the lead.
A brilliant solo effort by Fairy Peak. Start off this game, and he's already flying to the other end. If Fairy Peak is on, and if he's gonna be like this all series, watch out, NRG. But hunting for it, Garrett G blocked by Fairy Peak again. Fireburner trying to get back to it. Justin has a shot, and he has a goal. NRG quickly tie things up.
Questionable hit here from Fairy Peak. You see him getting the dunk here and chasing towards it, and instead of letting his teammate get a clear downfield, he attempts to clear himself, and what he ended up doing was just passing right out to Justin, and now NRG are able to tie it up.
And for Fairy Peak, you feel like you got that one thing right, and just, if I can get that one more touch,
I mean, he was just
generate that opportunity.
He turned quickly, and you know, his teammate had a better line on that ball and could have cleared it out of harm's way. But he's trying to play with speed that time, coming back to bite him.
NRG, Garrett was able to roll past one. Fire waiting for that pass smartly, able to pick up the save. Very close to the net. Justin as well with a nice touch out. Scrub trying to keep it away from Justin. He's able to do it once, can't get back to it. Fireburner went for that second touch. Fairy Peak, he rolled that right into Garrett G. Maybe rushed it a little bit, passed out to Scrub Killer. Double commit here by NRG early.
Well, he was airborne and he had just landed, so he wasn't able to take too many lines on the ball. He was forced to just make that simple hit.
On a nice tee down from Scrub for K-Dop. K-Dop around the corner. Cannot get back to that ball. NRG able to play it back to the corner. And Vitality working their way through. It's difficult. Fairy Peak, you see him diving towards the line there.
And almost getting dunked on by Garrett, but Fairy Peak was able to get it over, and now this is their chance to put on an attack, but Scrub was too far away. And now Garrett on the other side of the field taking his time, going for the pass, but K-Dop doing a good job of shutting that one down. And Garrett, the demo on Scrub.
The passing lanes just haven't been there. NRG have taken over here off the backboard. K-Dop gets that touch. Just a slight tap right into the NRG attacker. And now Scrubkilla one-on-one. He's got Justin to beat, able to flip by him, but wide of the net anyway. And Fireburner able to move back downfield.
And I like that play from Fire. He conserved so much boost until he actually needed to use it, using his flips to get that speed, get that touch. And now you saw Garrett kind of like a shark going in for the demo. We see a demo for Vitality. Ferry also trying to sniff out Fireburner, but Fireburner got away.
For a second, I thought he was almost going to get him too. And Justin again, Fireburner there on the backboard. Backboard's been pretty tight here for NRG in game number 1. Vitality haven't tested them too much, but the couple of times it has been, they've potentially dangerous touches. And Justin pulling off maybe a heroic here. He gets a demo on his way. Another tap here off the back wall. Scrubkilla can't get there. Garrett G takes the lead for NRG.
And Garrett G finishing off this play. You see Justin doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Fireburner getting the pass off the backboard before getting bumped, and Garrett G just coming in to clean up.
And
everyone from NRG playing a role in that goal.
Absolutely, and difficult for Vitality on the defense there. The smoke screen, essentially, which even if it partially blocks your view, it's tough to get a read on the ball. And Fireburner had an easy touch up to the backboard, just well played by NRG, and they're continuing so here. That touch straight down into Scrubkilla. Scrub, he can do it himself here. He's blocked and knocked away by Garrett G. Scrub has gone for that a couple of times, and now a long pass to Fairy Peak, straight down and cleared out back to Scrubkilla, and a touch from Fairy off the post, and a touch again off the backboard. Justin gets there to clear it up, but still dangerous. Garrett G has some time. He pops it up and away here from NRG, trying to waste more time with 10 seconds left. That shot just high off the crossbar. That one for Scrub on the challenge. Fairy Peak, quick, the shot's up. Fireburner makes an incredible save to keep NRG with the lead. Another pass up against the back wall. Justin has to kill this. He can't. Fairy Peak finds Scrub. Scrub finds himself, and now he's got to get to Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak finds the ball. K-Dop's gone. NRG win.
And Justin with the demo on K-Dop. NRG holding on.
What a final 10 seconds
that was. Amazing. And honestly, Justin, he had back-to-back very difficult backboard reads that he had to make to deny the oncoming shot from Vitality, and he was able to make it. And then Fireburner with that save, he grazed the ball with his bumper. It almost seemed like it was going to get past him, but he was able to make that save. And what an end to that game 1.
And it started out well here for Vitality. Fairy Peak had this beautiful flick to the top of the to the top of the crossbar, and they just couldn't put anything together after that. Vitality had a couple of solid opportunities, but you heard them talk about it on the desk, James. Hitting the crossbar, hit the post. They had that issue against Flipside. Those issues continued in game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And also just astounding pressure from NRG in the moments that counted, and great defense. But Vitality, you know, they had superior shots. If you look at the scoreboard, 3 shots by NRG to the 11 for Vitality. So Vitality, like you're saying, Jorby, just struggling to find the accuracy that they need.
Now game number 2, Vitality will want to figure things out, but NRG look every bit as strong as they have all weekend long. They look to continue that run here. You know, if you're Vitality, it's more of the same on these offense. They're putting together really good drives. Just keep doing that. Eventually, you will find the back of the net. And now, Scrub trying to flip back down to that. And just great challenges and good defense. Justin squares up right back. Garrett G was ready for it. Good positioning by Garrett. Fire, a good read as well. Gets back to the ball.
Touch.
Incredible play by Fireburner.
The defense from NRG, especially on the backboard, they have just been able to keep the shots out of harm's way in such tenuous situations.
Oh, Garrett almost had the touch. Justin wants to give it back to him, but he's got no boost to work with. Not able to find any power on the shot. Fire straight back to Garrett. The passing lane blocked out by Scrub. Oh, Scrub lost the ball there in midfield. And that's not what they needed, as NRG just continues the pressure they put on from game 1.
Garrett trying to set up Justin here. Now a chance for Garrett, but was bouncing too straight down. And now Fire going for another touch. The pass out into the middle. Fireburner able to get insane second touches, both on defense, now on offense.
Now, and Justin almost got a piece of that, slowing down the ball. Just slowing it just a little, buys some time for NRG. Garrett G trying to carry it away. Now Vitality look to put on some pressure. That shot, not even gonna happen. Scrub forced to just try to play it away.
Good
Playing
e-brake
with
usage
Justin
there.
for a little bit there.
Yeah, good e-brake usage from Justin as well to quickly turn on the ball. And now a drop shot. No, he doesn't even need to hit it. Fireburner will float this one in.
Fireburner gets credit for this, and going up for the ball, if he touches this, I have to look at this again. He maybe hits that into Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak went for the hit from Justin. Justin never touched it, so that's why that goal went in. Whether or not it was a fake, doesn't matter. NRG gets the goal. Now Vitality down again. Early here in game 2. Trying to play out to the corner. They've had a couple of nice challenges, but by the time they get anything materialized, it's a struggle for boosts, at least on the last sequence.
I mean, even against Flipside, their offense, you know, it was controlled, but it wasn't that high-powered. They weren't able to put a ton of goals in past the Flipside squad, who was letting them have a lot of space. So now, NRG, their defense has been holding incredibly well, denying all these backboard opportunities and also just...
And denying all the boosts.
Exactly.
All 4 boosts on this side of the field taken by NRG, and all Vitality could do is boom it back to the blue half. Finally, they get a consistent possession here. Scrub ends up losing to Fire, who has won absolutely everything in both games so far. Every time he touches the ball, it's good for NRG. Quick pass out to Scrub. Won't go anywhere well here for Vitality, but K-Dop off the backboard, gonna go uncontested. K-Dop, he scores, he wants it, 1-1.
And even though it was a double commit, it ended up working out here for Vitality. K-Dop had the read the whole way. Scrub was coming in to try to back him up, but K-Dop did not need the help, and he's gonna get that equalizer for Vitality.
And that's what they needed, but again, it's both of Vitality's goals, solo efforts. One by Fairy Peak in game 1, this one by Scrub Killer in game 2. And their passes just haven't worked. I mean, give credit to NRG's defense. They've shut down these passing lanes against Vitality. And even when they do get a shot, it's either light or on the crossbar like that. That one rolled right into Garrett G.
That was some hustle there from Garrett. I was thinking that one might have a chance of going in, but he got around that ball very quickly.
Oh, Scrub almost made it work. Justin, Fireburner double commit, and the shot is in for Fairy Peak, taking advantage for Vitality.
And we're talking so much about the NRG defense, but this time, a double commit there. You see Fire coming in to try to clear it. The comm's not there with Justin, and Justin hit it out of Fire's way. Fire bumped Justin, and Fairy Peak just had to come in and knock that one in.
And Vitality now got to be feeling good with their first lead. Or not their first lead, sorry. Fairy Peak did score first in game number 1. But it is their first lead since game 1, and a nice block from Fireburner. But another shot off the crossbar and in for Scrub Killer. He gets the third for Vitality.
And this was just a one challenge here. K-Dop putting, you know, not the strongest shot towards net, but Garrett getting a hit there, getting dunked by Scrub. So Garrett perhaps needing to make a cleaner hit on that first touch, and Scrub punishes him. Now a 2-goal lead for Vitality approaching the final minute. This is looking rough for NRG.
Good pass out to Garrett. Garrett had a nice shot. Vitality, one thing they did do against Flipside that they haven't really accomplished just yet against NRG, and is being able to change the pace and slow things down on their own end. And again, that's just due to NRG just putting on fantastic pressure and controlling the pitch so well. It just goes to show you what happens when you have control of all the boost on the field. Justin able to pop it down, and Vitality here in game 2, they've got the better end of it this time against NRG. A couple of mistakes that they've made.
NRG's defense was holding so strong, but then this game definitely sloppy on the defensive side of the ball for NRG. Vitality reaping the rewards of that.
Well, up high, Justin looking to try to set that up. Still NRG are just kind of lock and reload from their own third. K-Dot gets another touch here. Time expires. NRG are out of time to come back. Vitality will for sure tie up this series one apiece.
Vitality equalizing in the series. Game 1 controlled by NRG. Game 2 is all Vitality. They continue to outshoot NRG.
NRG a couple more shots on board as well.
They did, but still outshot twice as much.
Yeah.
12 shots in favor of Vitality, just 6 for NRG.
And I like the ideas from Fireburner in that game. There's a couple of times he was going for those demos, trying to open up the back of Vitality's defense. But, Vitality on the back end just made some great saves, great touches. Early in this game, it looked like it was going to be all NRG, but then K-Dot, he just reset everything here with that first goal, and Vitality took over from then forth.
Yeah, and then you see Fireburner trying to come in to get that clear, not able to do it, and Fairy Peak cleaning up. And then this play from K-Dot, Justin getting the save, but the follow-up, the dunk from Scrub on Garrett. So, NRG, a lot of their success in the earlier series came from defensive counterattacks where Justin finds Garrett G on the outlet. We haven't really seen much of that. And then this time in this game, NRG just defensive struggles in front of their own net, leading to multiple goals for Vitality.
And so Vitality were able to tie it up. And now both teams looking for series advantage. Early in this best of 7, we head to game number 3. Vitality off the kickoff. It's Scrub Killer who hits the crossbar. That's what he's definitely going to want back, but K-Dot wants to keep this play alive. Already forced the other way. Garrett G, does he have the read? Almost gets there. Fire follows up, and it's blocked by K-Dot. Scrub Killer's there to at least meet Justin on the ball, but well defended there by Vitality.
And now Garrett G gonna give it another go. Air dribble. And Justin with the shot. That one denied by K-Dot. Now Fireburner in the corner. Will get that boost grab, and he bumps Scrub out of the play. A good pop from Fire as well. Being a thorn in Vitality's side.
Oh, and they get the boost on the other side as well. So much value here for NRG. Fireburner. When you lose the K-Dot like that, boost doesn't matter as much. Vitality able to take a breath really quick, but now
Justin and Garrett both out of position after that. Garrett
forces him up there. That shot just wide of the net. Now K-Dot trying to move that down around the corner, and nothing here yet for Vitality. Quick pass to K-Dot. K-Dot up high. Scrub looking for that, but well read by Justin. Still Vitality will not relent. Garrett G forced up. Scrub Killer shot blocked by Fireburner. Ready for it.
We'll see if NRG can get the counterattack going. Justin getting blocked there. K-Dot not letting Justin have any space to work with. Justin at the midfield. Denying it yet again. Garrett getting a sliver of that ball. Now Scrub going for a double tap. Gets the pass off the backboard, but Garrett makes sure that no one can take the shot.
Well done by Garrett to carry that one up. And then Fireburner picking up the demo as well, ensuring there won't be any sort of follow-up. But NRG failed to clear the ball, and it's off the crossbar and in, and K-Dot scores.
K-Dot showing us time and time again why he has been a golden striker. Ferry and K-Dot both jump for it, but look at that, right into the corner, crossbar down. K-Dot with a precision strike.
His second goal of the series. Vitality able to score first again here. NRG have been faced with a ton of pressure, and even when they've been given a little bit of space, they've been kind of caught scrambling to try to get the rotation straight, and they haven't been able to beat Vitality to the ball. Well done by Fairy Peak, following Justin the whole way through to make that save.
And Vitality did such a good job against Flipside of just neutralizing the offense. Now doing a good job of neutralizing the NRG offense.
Justin, all he can do is really buy some time for his team, and he does. Now Garrett back over to Justin, back to Garrett, getting the goal! Tie game for NRG!
Absolutely dazzling play here by NRG. Garrett to Justin, Justin right back.
And Garrett sneaking it right past that defender. What a play from NRG.
Probably the only place he could have put it that it would have went in. Incredible precision, as Johnny Boy would say. Fire right off the kickoff. Only catch that, he got immediately challenged. Vitality trying to kick up the speed. A roller right towards the net, kicked out back to midfield. Fairy Peak forced back to their own corner, so Vitality, some great touches out, just like that one from Fairy to Scrub. And it's really netted them success. Shutting down plays that NRG has, for the most part, stands that goal from NRG. Even on this play, K-Dop finds that touch. Fairy Peak can't win against Justin.
A good touch from Justin. We'll see if NRG can make something from this attack. Scrub, though, finding Fairy deep.
Oh, Fairy, almost.
You saw him, his eyes were on the goal. And now Fire. The flick blocked by Scrub. And a missed flip there from K-Dop. Fairy's gonna have to take over, but he hit the post.
Oh, Scrub has to get another touch on this, but he's forced away for Justin just because of the boost situation. He pulls in, he loses that challenge in the corner. It's free reign for NRG on the back end.
Shaky defense from Vitality as NRG tries to batter him down. Garrett, shot towards net, and Scrub just barely denying it. And still coming after, or attempt after attempt, NRG testing the Vitality defense. Vitality low boost, just trying to stay alive.
Oh my gosh, there's anything left in the tank. Fairy Peak has 11 boosts right after he picked that up. He gets a booming clear. That was critical for Vitality, but they were met with a boomer right back, but they were able to pick up boost, and Vitality survived the onslaught, James.
They finally get some space. They had their back to the wall for so long. Zero breathing room, but finally they have a little more, but still NRG right back on the attack.
On fire in the corner here. He's still winning all of these challenges whenever he touches the ball. A good pass out to Justin, and a greater challenge by K-Dop. Thrown out, Scrub missed. Fairy Peak picks up the slack. Ball drops, game 3 overtime.
We'll see if NRG can pick up where they left off. Suffocating attack from them in the closing seconds of that game, or in the regulation rather.
Oh, now Vitality generating another opportunity. Fireburner there to pick up another save. K-Dop on the far end. They play this boost starve game. They might have to. NRG solid on this back wall. See Vitality working end to end here, forcing NRG to play laterally, play up. They get one clear down, but K-Dop's ready for it. NRG gave it up. Justin.
That attempt there to block, working well for NRG. Justin chasing that ball down. Now the shot towards net. Scrub will deny it. Fire looking for Garrett, but Garrett had to retreat. With that boost steal coming out and the ball floating up and towards the middle. Justin, can he get another touch? He does. It's down. Fire with the shot. But Scrub prevents it from getting into the mid.
What a block by Scrub. Now Vitality desperately need to clear this out again. Scrub's down in midfield from Fairy. Fairy's still on the right. And now challenge up is not going to be good here for Vitality. Garrett G there first. A great pass over to Justin going across the field, and K-Dop catches just to slow this down and beats Fireburner to the ball. Well played by K-Dop.
And at the start of that play, Scrub had a 1v1 situation versus Justin, but Justin had the composure to make the play. Now he's going to need to make another one. A miss there, but Garrett coming in to save the day.
Some of these are so close, James. Feel like one's just about to crack right off the ceiling. And a booming clear for NRG. They absolutely needed that. K-Dop was able to steal one boost on their corner. May hurt for NRG as Vitality moved back down the field, but Garrett not able to get it back to an NRG player. Very not the best touch, hanging, and Justin saves the day. Garrett G gets the demo. Scrub Killer just tries to buy some time. He does, but coming the other way is Garrett, saved by K-Dop.
This NRG defense coming alive in game 3. Fireburner with a massive touch. Now Garrett off the ceiling, down to Justin, but Justin couldn't connect.
These passes are getting faster and they're getting wonkier. Garrett G off the ceiling. NRG halted for now, and turning the other way is Vitality. Barry beats back over to K-Dop, is denied by Justin. Justin shattering Vitality's offensive drive.
Justin, it seemed hopeless. And now a shot opportunity, no pass to the mid. Garrett clutches it for NRG.
Garrett G does it twice. First top shot to the crossbar. It's almost in the exact same spot. NRG takes series advantage against Vitality.
Truly excellent defense from NRG. It looked like the game was over when Fireburner missed that save. But then Justin, out of nowhere, gets the save, and Fireburner connecting with Garrett in front of the net. NRG in overtime. What a game.
Wow, and there were so many drives that NRG had where they had effectively starved Vitality of all boost. You had cycled through all 3 players on Vitality. They were sitting on 15 boosts or lower. Vitality, they still were able to keep the net clear, but it was just too much at the end in overtime. They kept that up. NRG's pitch control in game 3 was just outstanding. And then those passes.
You know, the passes were great, especially the pass to finish off that game.
Yeah.
But it really looked like NRG was going to lose this game.
Yeah.
There was multiple chances where Vitality just got denied by excellent defense from NRG. Individual efforts, especially the last play by Justin. Achieve said everybody loves the offense that Justin can bring in the stylish plays, but defense is where he can shine and give Fireburner and Garrett space to do the offense. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened. And Fireburner finding Garrett, that was the play that put NRG over the top.
Vitality got to find that space. They got to find a way to even out this pitch battle and shut down those passing lanes like they had earlier in this series heading into the next game. And you know, NRG, so many just flashy moments, and Garrett G being that MVP candidate type player himself, you know, he came in the clutch for this team. First you felt like it was fire, but the Garrett just with those shots has been absolutely clinical for this team.
I mean, the Garrett G clinicality, and then also just overall team defense for NRG. We saw them struggle heavily with defense in game 2, but bringing it back in game 3, Vitality, they had some quality chances, but you know, what can you do against Justin streaking across net like that, making the save?
Yeah, it's so difficult, and what you might see NRG, they will continue to just force Vitality to just play end-to-end on their own end, and it's so difficult to do that. You can get out of sorts on the rotation, especially when Fireburner is just constantly bumping you on his way out back to midfield. And Vitality have to match that physicality to get any kind of breathing room here against NRG. I mean, we head into game 4.
Bumps and demos, they can definitely play a role, but you know, it's just the finishing from Vitality is what we'll need to see. You know, even though
They had like, what, 50 shot opportunities?
They had many shot opportunities that were blocked. If you do make a perfect shot, perfect placement, it's going to be much harder for NRG to make those spectacular solo saves.
Game number 4 is now a go. Garrett G off the backboard is blocked by Scrub Killer. Justin.
Good pop.
Couldn't get it back down. Vitality clears. NRG keeping the play alive here with Justin. Again, Scrubs there. Follow up on the rebound, and now flipping it towards Scrub Killer. Triple tap. Vitality 1-0.
The triple tap from Scrub. Let's take another look at this one. Just streaking to the ball. 1 tap, 2, 3. Whee! Scrub getting Vitality the lead early in game 4.
Every time Vitality's gotten themselves back into it, it's been an incredible solo effort by all 3 of these players now have one of those things to go for them in this series. They need to keep pressuring this net and then finish, James, like you said.
Well, that was quite the finish there by Scrub. As now K-Dop's going to try to make a play of his own, going for the double tap.
Oh, and just off the crossbar, Scrub. Going to keep that one up, and again, just playing out to the other side, Fairy Peak. Trying to find an opening, and the pass just way wide here for K-Dop.
K-Dop, not much boost to work with. The right idea
On the other side of the field, Justin with a small hit and a misplay there from Scrubkilla, and Justin will get a free one for NRG.
Looks like Scrub was expecting Justin to pop this straight up, but it's a much lighter touch and ended up overshooting the read, and Justin has an easy goal because of it. And you absolutely take that, a good play by Justin going to the far side of Scrubkilla.
Great control from Justin. Just perhaps that was what threw off Scrubkilla from getting in the way.
And now NRG and Garrett been able to do some things in this series and have some nice shot opportunities, and the damage control maestro, as he says, Justin, especially on the defensive end in this series.
I mean, you talk about damage control in that last game. Making that save and then leading the counterattack. It's about as good as it gets.
Vitality, a couple of these passing plays out of their own defensive end, but they're long throws after that initial pass. Just hoping they can move downfield, maybe get a demo. But they don't have control either when that demo happens. Scrub, a great touch out and forcing his way through is Fairy Peak, capitalizing his Vitality.
And this was a great play from Scrub. Look at that, a first touch, launching it straight up, an excellent speed. He pinches it off the ceiling, and Garrett G in a rough spot. Not much you can do there, and Fairy Peak just flipping towards it, trying to make his car as big as possible to dunk that one through, and that's exactly what he did.
And Justin up for this. Oh, the kickoff is blocked right into Fairy Peak, and a light, just a dud by Fireburner.
It's like a bumper made of styrofoam hit that ball.
It's not going anywhere. And a good clear by Justin. Scrub keeping it in play as well. And halfway through, Vitality have this lead. K-Dop carrying it up to Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak has the shot. He has the goal. Vitality have a 2-goal lead.
Justin trying to make the play here on the wall. You see him get that full boost, but K-Dop just bumped him out of the play, and Fire is too slow to the ball. Fairy Peak just taps this one in. Good play from K-Dop to get Fairy that chance.
And NRG, it's just been all Vitality for the last minute and a half or so. Pretty consistent pressure. This time they're finding the back of the net. That's been the main difference. Justin, good touch out over to Garrett. Looking to pass it straight back out. Off the corner, but wasn't able to get a favorable touch. Fairy Peak, a nice challenge on the defensive, or on the attacking third, excuse me. K-Dop winning one here for Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak shot right over to Justin. He picks up the save. Gary G keeping control of this ball, carrying it through. Fireburner's there, but it's blocked before it can get by K-Dop.
And yeah, Vitality keeping their composure, but a miss there from Fairy. That could give NRG an opportunity here to make him pay. Now Garrett not able to get that ball centered to his teammate, and K-Dop will blast it downfield.
And Justin, and just trying to stay with it. Lost the ball there. Allows Vitality to move up. K-Dop has a great touch. It's going in. Vitality are rolling.
And K-Dop got demoed here, but it was too little, too late. A big dunk there, and then jumping quickly, tapping it, and boom, gets taken out, but also gets the goal. Vitality running away with this one.
Really thought maybe could have gotten to that ball. It was pretty slow. It can be deceiving by the time K-Dop hits that ball for NRG, and things have just gotten out of control in game number 4 here for NRG.
And it has been a struggle for them. The last game they lost, defense struggling. Again, same thing happening, but Vitality making the most of their chances.
Well, Scrub off the ceiling has a nice touch. Fireburner keeps it there, and Fairy Peak zoned out by Fireburner. Great play by Fire there. Allows Justin to come in, and now he's going to control the ball himself. Maybe try to start an opportunity. Straight down off the corner. Vitality able to clear it away. No problem. Fairy Peak back down. Couldn't find the touch. Scrubkilla follows it up. A 5th goal for Vitality, and we flying now.
A nightmare bounce here for NRG. Fairy didn't even get a peek. Well, maybe he did with his wheels, but that bounce right there That's a killer bounce, and Scrub Killa just has an easy goal. And Vitality absolutely crushing NRG in game 5, 5-1. Maybe they can make it 6.
What was a boon in the first few games, NRG are just slow on defense, slow to the ball, and trying for those things like crossing the pitch to try to blockade up. It has not worked for them. Vitality have beaten them to the punch. NRG may pick up a goal here. No, denying the net is Scrub Killa. And as time expires, Vitality tied it up. We go to at least a game 6 in this series.
You know, we've had series going the distance all tournament long. Why not this time yet again? Vitality making the series even here, and a team effort all around. Scrub Killa 2 goals, Fairy Peak 2 goals, K-Dop with 1 goal and an assist. Everyone playing a role. 7 shots from Scrub Killa.
I really love Fairy Peak so far. Fairy Peak has played excellently. You know, we've talked about him a lot and the issues that he maybe has had. They really haven't been there in this series. He's also a part of 2 assists out of the 5 goals that Vitality had. And you see right here, he picked up a goal for his team as well. And he's just played really, really stellar, especially in the offensive corners, getting passes out to his teammates.
Yeah, he has just been waiting in the middle. His teammates feeding him the ball, getting him chances to just finish off those plays. And then K-Dop, just a good solo play there, able to sneak that one right through.
And NRG on a couple of those, when they finally feel like they could have broke out, you know, it was either Garrett G carrying it himself, you expending everything just to carry it back to all of Vitality, and no one from NRG was able to follow up. And then you saw Justin, he did the same thing later, almost expending everything going across the field, and it was unproductive for NRG. So they have to find a way to find a gap against this team and not dive themselves into Vitality like they did sometimes in game number 4.
And you know, whoever makes it through to the grand final, both of these teams have a bone to pick with Dignitas. K-Dop, he was on Dignitas before that huge roster move that shook up the scene, and NRG, nobody can forget London, the World Championship that came down to 1 overtime goal between those squads.
So game number 5, K-Dop just waiting for that was Fireburner, and have to play this one in the corner. Very slow here to start. Fairy Peak going up for this. He rolls back in front of the box. K-Dop tries to square up. Fairy Peak actually gets the touch, forcing Justin back up against the back wall. And Fireburner gonna boom this right back into K-Dop. Demo on the backside. Scrub gets the demo and the touch, and he finds Fairy Peak. High value there, and still Vitality had to pull off here in midfield, but they maintained possession at least for a second. NRG finally clear out.
And Vitality was swarming, and K-Dop with a solid read right there. And a big dunk, no boost, but he buys a lot of time, and he'll get that boost grab in the corner.
Again, Garrett trying to take point there and losing that challenge in the corner. More times than not, Vitality has come out on top of these challenges in their own half. Has not gone NRG's way. A big miss, though. Move Fireburner down the field. Fireburner almost muscles his way through. Another block there from K-Dop after the first from Scrub, and now going the other way. Fairy Peak has second tap, and then a save by Justin. Scrub Killa tries to keep the play alive against the side wall, and Fireburner not able to find the touch. Fairy Peak gonna come in because of it. He wins the challenge in the corner, moving his way by, and Garrett G able to clear it out for a second. Justin, he's got to win that challenge in midfield if he has a chance. K-Dop scores because of it. Vitality.
Vitality absolutely swarming even from the start of the game. That touch from K-Dop perfectly setting himself up to get that goal, but Vitality, they're just battering and battering and battering this NRG defense. Justin did what he could on damage control, but eventually Vitality breaks through.
Fairy carrying in front of his own net. NRG still hunting for that opening. Vitality, they've owned really the last 8 minutes of gameplay, it feels like. NRG all caught on this side trying to reset, but K-Dop low on boost isn't able to punish or aggress, and Justin's able to carry it away.
Justin using up all his boost right there. Garrett wafting it towards net, but K-Dop, his challenges have been on point.
They absolutely have been on point. I mean, you could really say that for all the members of Vitality. All of them have just contributed, especially in the defensive half of the field. Whenever they have to make a challenge in the corner, they're always in the best position to win it. And now they move down the field again. K-Dop forcing Justin up to have to play it to the opposite corner. And he's got a tough task with no boost. Scrubkilla takes over. Fire forced way up for this. Has to come straight down. K-Dop off the side, maybe looking for someone, but tough, tall order to ask. Vitality able to reset again. NRG can't get out of the blue half.
And Justin missed that boost in the corner, and Scrub picked it up, so more boost troubles. Fire's been low for so long. That shot testing Scrubkilla. Now Garrett with his opportunity. K-Dop. Again, he got 2 hits on that. Got the hit, landed on the wall, and challenged yet again. K-Dop has been all over the field.
Oh, and a nice... Well, Fairy Pete got in there and cleared it out anyway, but it looked like Scrub had that one out. Maybe wouldn't have been the best touch out. Either way, Vitality get down the field. Garrett, he's got a one-on-one opportunity here against Scrub. Takes the shot. Scrub follows him the whole way. Well played defensively by Scrubkilla. A great challenge win, but still Fairy Peak. He's got the backboard covered. Justin gonna try to keep it going. K-Dop's there to block it. The door's shut here for NRG. They can't generate anything.
NRG needs some kind of magic, whether it's Justin and his spectacular solo plays, or if it's Garrett giving us another one of those oh my Garrett moments. Scrub has other things in mind, but he missed his shot. We're in the final minute of gameplay. Just 37 seconds left on the clock. Time running out for NRG as Vitality inches closer and closer to closing the game out.
And Fireburner's still going for those demos all outside the field. That net almost dangerous for K-Dop. Taking it is Justin. Justin, he gets another tap out, but it pitches out far. And Scrub's gonna take it away. NRG, another opportunity squandered here. 15 seconds, K-Dop shoots, and he scores! Vitality get their insurance goal, and likely game 5.
You see this clear attempt from Fireburner, but K-Dop had him read the whole way, just hits it right off the bounce. Justin attempting damage control, but the damage was already done. K-Dop getting that insurance goal for Vitality.
Vitality have covered every single option on the field in game 5. NRG have been shut out, emphatically so, against Vitality here.
Double commit from Vitality. They just having fun at this point, and then the ball dying right on the goal line. That sums up this game for NRG. K-Dop getting both goals for Vitality. Vitality absolutely controlling NRG, whose offense has sputtered and just died in this last game.
In some of the first games, there was some incredible solo efforts from Vitality, and this was a complete team effort in game number 5 for Vitality. NRG, I mean, they put on some, crazy defensive acrobatics to try to clear it out, but again, it was just, they never had any boost when they did finally move down the field. And right here, trying to score, Fireburner couldn't get that out. That was a chance NRG had, could not get. And sometimes the ball just, it falls your way, James, and you make a great shot, you make a great save, and
K-Dop just has a nose for goals, though. Yeah, both goals coming from him. The first goal, you saw him touching it to himself from the wall, putting it into the middle for him to finish off, and then reading Fireburner's hit into the middle. K-Dop being the difference maker for Vitality in this game. And NRG, their offense just slowing down to a halt. Vitality has them locked up.
Game point for Vitality. One more victory, and K-Dop goes on to face his old team in Dignitas in the grand finals. We head to Wasteland for game number 6, NRG trying to stay alive. Starts with Garrett. Across the back end. And Justin, just that touch across the pitch, and Scrub. Maybe don't feel like we've said a ton, but he's been so good at just making those challenges in midfield, getting passes out to his teammates as well. K-Dop has gotten the lion's share of these goals, it feels like. But Scrub absolutely popping off in this series as far as that's concerned.
Scrub absolutely playing solid, but last game it was all K-Dop on the offensive side of the ball. Can he keep it going, or will we see Fairy or Scrub step up and take the mantle of offensive threat? But everyone on Vitality's been doing a good job of just suffocating this NRG attack.
Yeah, and at that point, it's just pick your poison, right? If you stop K-Dot, well, apparently Fairy Peak's gonna start scoring. If you stop Fairy Peak, then, well, Scrub's gonna triple tap you right into the ground, and you have no answer for it, and you get long clears like this from Scrub and NRG. Again, they lost the midfield boost there as well, and a double commit leaves the net wide open. Garrett G tried to get back in time. Vitality get back to this ball. That shot's off the post. Fairy Peak just missing that. And he gets a great pass, and it's saved by NRG. Garrett G coming in the clutch for them.
But again, swarming from Vitality, just withering away this NRG defense and not giving NRG a chance to even attack. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and that's exactly what Vitality's been doing.
NRG headed the other way. But again, it's just played away by Vitality. Justin able to get it back to Garrett. Garrett sends it across the box. Fireburner has to play that safe. The net was covered all the way. That's a great touch by Justin. He's expended everything. Now trying to get it out center. Rolls it by. That's all he can do. Garrett G on the back end. Off in the corner, looking for a second touch. He's got it. And K-Dop and Scrub Killer combine to get it downfield.
Can he get around
it?
Can
he get the goal? He can't get there in time. The bounce up the ramp is not going to afford him anything.
He beat the defenders, but the ball just not in a spot where he could get around it. The Vitality still controlling the pace, and now Scrub Killer, he did a triple tap. Now making a double tap to get the first goal for Vitality.
It's a great read on the Justin's touch. He was already there waiting for it, and then just slaps it straight down. No challenge ever comes because he was expecting the hit against the back wall for Scrub to pass it back out. A great touch for Scrub Killer, and a great position for Renault Vitality. They are 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from a trip to the grand final.
And NRG has just struggled to have any sort of threatening attack. It has been all Vitality.
And again, Scrub Killer there to pick him up again. Off the back wall, defended by Justin. K-Dop looking, he's gonna find Scrub. Scrub up high against the back wall. Ferry, he's able to find free reign on it with K-Dop. K-Dop blocked out by Garrett G. NRG gonna try again to break out. Garrett gets a solid touch there. Looking to zone out the defender, but instead Fairy Peak picks up the ball and booms it back downfield. Great touch. Looked like a combination by Scrub and K-Dop to get it out, and the back pass as well to K-Dop.
Yeah, that lovely little back pass there to try to keep possession, and now the attack keeps coming. Fairy getting blocked by Garrett, who now taking over. He gets the mid boost, but he'll have to retreat as Scrub takes over.
This is just an offensive powerhouse by Vitality. The shots never stop coming. Every time you think NRG is gonna break out, all of a sudden, quick transition. Just kidding. There's a shot on your net. Look, a quick pass. Fairy Peak's already ready for it. That one's just off the crossbar. Scrub gonna follow it up. Vitality, can they have it there? Double commit by NRG. Fire had the save. It might not matter. It's off the crossbar again. Demoing it out. Vitality hunting for the insurance goal. Finally, NRG get some semblance of a challenge win, but Fairy Peak at least gonna slow the assault.
No opportunities from NRG. Finally, Justin can make a shot, but that one was wide anyway. Scrub still getting a piece of that one.
If NRG can start to put together a sequence here, Vitality might be looking back to those earlier opportunities when they could have scored and hit the crossbar, but it also may not matter as Vitality have just shut down NRG for the last 15 minutes.
It has been all Vitality, but NRG can still tie it up.
This is it, James. This is NRG's last chance. 13 seconds to get it done. Downfield is Justin. Pops it over to Fireburner. Looking for Garrett. He's blocked off by Fairy Peak. Less than 10 seconds left. The shot's on target. Blocked by K-Dop. In the corner. Rolls it up. It's on the ground. Renault Vitality move to the grand finals of DreamHack Leipzig.
Vitality absolutely dominating NRG in this semifinal. Scrub Killer, Fairy Peak, and K-Dop. On paper, it looks like this team should dominate, and guess what? That is exactly what they did.
Shattered all expectation going in to DreamHack Leipzig.
And K-Dop, you know, there was so many people criticizing the move of K-Dop going to Vitality. Why break up the squad that has been world champions multiple times, that has made it to grand final after grand final? Well, this is why. K-Dop, he has faith in this squad, and now we get to see the matchup that we've all been waiting for. K-Dop going up against his old squad, Dignitas, for the title here in DreamHack Leipzig.
It is going to be super exciting. Really can't wait for that matchup. But GG's to NRG. They had quite an incredible run, and especially their earlier game against Cloud9. We got the grand finals coming up shortly, but Dreadnought, guys, take it away.
You can't write a script better than this one. And the fact to see that stepping away, I mean, they labeled it perfectly there with K-Dop walking away, and the fact that we get that brewing into the grand finals. But some reflection there out of NRG and the performance levels from them, and then as well from Vitality.
So those first 3 games I felt like was the best we saw out of both teams. The competition was so high, probably the highest we've seen. And then Vitality kept it up while NRG kind of faltered after that point.
Yeah, I think you saw the best of both teams in games 1 through 3, but also what you didn't want to see out of NRG in games 1 through 3. They did look a little bit scrappy on defense. They were struggling in a couple of tough situations, but it was the great defense that got them out and broke away against Vitality early on. But like you said, the offense just went off for Vitality. And if you're NRG, you can't even be upset you lost. You got crushed in games 4, 5, 6.
Just absolute solid plays. When Fairy Peak has a delayed flick touch, and that's the number 3 top play, you know that it was a great series. Scrub Killer was popping off late in that series. K-Dop looked so good in game number 4. It was a great run by Vitality.
They stole the boost. Foxed them in, said, get out of here.
Yep.
And I just find it so beautiful, a roster that we've been looking at and going, what can they do as a unit? And as this tournament has moved on, they've gotten better and better as a roster, and they look like a well-oiled machine to now take on Team Dignitas here. It's just, I'm in awe here of what we've been able to develop.
So it's not fair because everyone's like, all right, Dignitas, they split up. Maybe they'll get less grand finals. No, now both of them are just going to go to the grand finals. K-Dop on a different team, Dignitas going there now too. That matchup is going to be juicy, that's for sure.
Ultra slow played, everybody in the rest of the world. That was the move all along.
All right, well, we're going to waste no time. The grand finals are awaiting, but first we do have ourselves a commercial break. I'd like to give a shout out here to our sponsor before we get to that with Monster, DreamHack, Psyonix, and esportmanagement.com. Go ahead and check out each and every one of those. And again, we are going to a break, but when we come back, the conclusion here of DreamHack Leipzig between Team Dignitas and Renault Vitality.